Arteta, I don't get the impression that's a guy that's going to turn up with an ice cream van to be honest with you on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? He looks he's quite intense, isn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, Gal. I'm saying something has to change. You have to adjust, you know, because teams work you out. You know, you lose confidence. You have to adjust. He's going to have to, at some stage, something's going to have to change because we can't carry on like that, can we?
No, but my point is, though, you're asking him to change, but I genuinely don't think he will change. I don't think managers do, to be fair. Once they've set a system of play, which they are, it's so set Arsenal.
I'm talking about changing mentality. That's what's got to change because I don't, like you say, the way he plays, it's rigid.
But Righty, sorry, do you know what's interesting? Football is mad. We talk about giving freedom. Everyone just throws that word out there, freedom. But if everyone started playing with freedom, you'd be all over the shop, you know what I mean? The reason they've had their little bit of success this year is what they've been doing is work. They're top of the table.
Yeah.
They've had a little bit of a sticky patch.
No, Roy,
then we're talking about Eze's, what Eze can do for that team.
We all like Eze. Yeah, of course.
But Roy, that's down to players rather than the manager, though. That's
so, yeah, but you're saying that, so then you're saying that you want Eze to go in that team and go against what...
But Righty, you're a striker.
Mikel wants.
You're a striker.
That's what's going to have to happen for Eze.
Well, sometimes you've got to do that.
You're right, you're a striker. I think Arsenal are the best team by far from the goalkeeper right to the edge of the box. They're the best at actually handling every part of the game, either defensively or in possession. They do it brilliantly, and then they sustain attacks, which is amazing. But they reset. I've never seen a team, to be fair, get the ball in sort of a wide area where you can see Odegaard and Saka on that side, can't you, with either Ben White or Timber, and they're playing those... And then they very rarely ever play a ball into the box.
No.
And, like, if you're a striker, if you're Gyökeres, and you're thinking, I'm making my first run, and it's not coming, I'm making my second run, and then, like, when are they going to actually play this ball in? How's it... It must be impossible for a striker to think about timing their runs in that team because you don't know when it's going to...
But what about Jesus the weekend? His, whatever movement, his touch was so awful.
Do you not think Gyökeres should have started and bring him on? I don't think Gyökeres was going to come on and make a massive difference.
Do you know what I mean? But think about it. You think about the fact that Gyökeres, forget Gyökeres, it could be anybody, but there's no balls going into the box hardly at all with all the possession they have.
Remember as well, that's...
Saka was quiet as well, by the way.
You know, that's the thing. Yeah, you know, when you look at that, to play in this as a striker in this team, right? To make a run to the near post when the ball goes out, is Saka going to whip it in first time when you've got defenders and forwards running in so as you could come in and maybe... I don't see that happening. Now we've got Gyökeres. This is what I said about Gyökeres a couple of weeks ago. If he's not pulling people and saying, listen, when you get there, just put it in.
I agree.
But right, sorry to interrupt you, but is it harder when a wide player is left-footed?
Yeah. Without a doubt,
he's always going to come back in.
No, I don't agree. I think Mahrez, when he used to cut in, or Salah, and they play them balls in with like the in-swinging free kicks.
Yeah, but Gary, the half a second...
Players, they're more dribblers. The lads we're talking about more dribblers. Do you not think?
The thing is, Roy, is the split second it takes for you to, instead of doing that, and you cut back to do that, what gives the defender that extra yards to come back and block it.
Get set up.
It's got to come first time.
OK, so, Ratty, you've said you want change, and you said you want change, you talked about Eze. Right, what are your front six? Forget the back four and goalkeeper. What are your front six that you would pick to make that change that would make Arsenal more creative?
Obviously, I'd have Saka.
Of course. He's your mate.
Yeah. Star boy.
But he's been quite, hasn't he, right?
He is the biggest threat, though. I know he's not been great of late. Even on the game Sunday, if one person's going to do anything, it will be him.
I wasn't thinking that on Sunday.
I'd have Martinelli.
Yeah, no, but I mean one out of the
I'd have Martinelli. I'd probably have up top, you know what?
Saka, Martinelli.
I'd put Gyökeres up there.
Gyökeres.
Yeah.
And then who's your number 10?
I'd still start with Odegaard, the captain.
After what you just said before?
Yeah. The fact is, only because if Eze's going to come in and Mikel's going to let him play, then I want to see that one. Because if that's the guy, then he plays. But I still feel that Martin Odegaard can get the ball, and it's up to other players to be moving as well.
He's more than capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he isn't.
I would say. You think he's
not in a minute, no.
But then he's got to find it. He's a captain.
So surely Eze deserves a chance then.
Yeah, but
when he was out of the team,
like Roy said,
Arsenal were a bit better when he was missing Odegaard for a few months.
Yeah, but you say of course Eze deserves a chance, but at the same time, like you said, Eze came on, and it's the same as what Odegaard's doing. So what's the difference?
Has it crossed your mind if they don't win it this year?
Oh, of course it does. What do you think my head was in my hands when the camera was on me for?
To be fair, Patrick before the game said now or never. You know, even just a few Arsenal fans, obviously not the same sort of stature as Patrick, are saying, to be fair, if we don't win it this year, we'll never win it. Is that,
I don't believe that.
You can't
No,
say that.
right. I know, but right, I'm sorry, I know that's just a statement, but my point is that is the feeling If you don't win it now, it's almost like...
Yeah, but Gary, you're kind of like forgetting the fact that we've tried for the last 3 years. This anxiousness is what's going to happen.
Well, the other teams are in a different place now, right?
Yeah, in a different... I'm not interested.
Liverpool are out of it.
I'm not interested with Liverpool or City at the moment because we are in the... we're in that... No, I'm not interested.
But you can't not win it this year.
It's in our hands to do it.
Yeah, but you can't not win it this year. Do you agree with that?
What do you mean we can't not win it?
You can't not win. You have to win the league this year. You must agree with that. That's not putting pressure on you, by the way.
It is putting pressure on us. We're talking about we can't not win it. Did you see how we played the other day? If something don't change, that's something that you have to worry about.
No, you've Arsenal Football Club, one of the greatest clubs in this country and in Europe, and you basically got to get back to winning titles. You haven't won one for 20 years, and it's there in front of you. You must have a mentality of, we have to win this league this year. You have to.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping they've got that mentality.
No, not hope.
Yeah, but you're hoping because we've just seen a result where it looks like, well, mistakes. We're losing a game. Obviously, it's against United. It's a big game for Arsenal United, but they've lost the game that would have been a brilliant marker if you won that game and moved on again.
Righty, were you surprised at the Nottingham Forest game? Because, when City dropped points, I thought they were going to go to Forest. As a player, you're like, they've dropped points, I'm going to Forest. No
Are they making sure they're not losing?
I was like, go and do it 3-0.
This is what people are saying as well, Jill, is that... the way our manager is that he's worried about going to win than just like trying not to lose. And I don't think you win anything in that way.
Honestly, people might say I'm applying pressure to Arsenal. Absolutely not. Everybody hopes to win the title. Everybody wants.
Everybody hopes.
Everybody
at the start of this, when we started the season, I remember you saying, "Oh, it's Arsenal's to win." After like 8 games, it's Arsenal's to win if Arsenal lose from here. After 8 games. Gary was saying that to me.
Everybody wants to win the title. Everybody hopes to win the title. Arsenal need to win the title this year. They need to win it this year. This is their year. City are dropped. Liverpool have gone. This is it. The door's open. Don't start sort of like being half-hearted.
I'm not being half-hearted.
You are a little bit.
I'm not being half-hearted. I'm trying to explain where they are in their heads at the moment.
What I'm saying is not applying pressure. It's expectation levels of a football club like Arsenal.
Yeah.
I put them up here. I put them right up here, Arsenal.
I'm trying to make the last step, Gary.
He's nervous, Gary. He's nervous.
No, you're not trying. You've got to make the last step.
We're trying to make the last step. You want me to say that then? That's what we're trying to do. We've done it for the last 3 years, Gary. We're trying, and we're in a position now, Roy. You guys know because we're at that stage of the season where the pressure kicks in. Of course, I think we'll do it. But the fact is, it's not going to be easy. It's part of the journey. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I absolutely agree. Never easy. But my point is, the language coming out of the club, the language coming out of the fan base should be, look, yeah, I get it. We've lost games. We're going to lose games in the season. But this is it. We're winning it this year, and we're going to get through this. They're
asking a lot of our fan base as well. They've seen it for the last 3 years. They're trying.
I know.
So you've got to expect... Even me sitting there with my hands in my... They feel like that as well. They still want to be positive about what's going on, but they're afraid. It's up to the players to make us realise it's going to happen.
That's the word.
I think Aston Villa.
They're scared. This could be the 4th time. That's what they're afraid of. You can't expect the fans to not feel like that. It's up to the players to ease that.
My last statement on this is it feels a little bit unthinkable for Arsenal not to win it, I'll be honest with you. It feels a little bit unthinkable in terms of the impact that might have. But I'm not even going to mention his comment that they're going to be the worst team ever to win the title. I mean, that's...
Man United team that won, if we win it with more than 77 points like you got won it. Like, fuck's sake, Scholes. So is that my mate there? Reading it's my mate.
He's just shooting from the hip. He's just...
I meant to say most boring. I meant to say most boring team, not worst team, sorry.
There you go, correction.
Put
him on record.
It will be boring.
I'll take boring.
It don't matter how you do it, does it?
I'll take boring and win.
Doesn't matter how you do it.
I'm very excited because, again... Like you say, I believe, yes, we do have to win it because we
Thank you.
Right? We do have to win it.
That's the only
And I'm confident enough that we will do it.
I agree.
I'm confident.
Gary, you have to mention how good United was.
Oh, no, God, Jill, of course we're coming on to that. I mean, that's really clear.
Jesus. Have you seen how much we talk about Man United when they haven't done anything?
All your bit will be edited out now.
That Arsenal bit will end up being about 3 minutes.